Hey, guess what? It's a surprise one of these. Uh, yeah, normally today is just a Xenoblade day and I don't have any pre-stream stuff, but, um, it seems that my Switch controller did run out of battery in the week I haven't been playing Xenoblade X. So I'm just gonna let that charge for a few minutes and lament the lack of third-party controller that I have at the moment. And then I'll have to remember to make sure to do that more frequently, even when I'm not playing Switch 2. Because it's, apparently not got the best battery life. Oh well. Anyway, right, so, we're here for Pokemon. So let's do the thing where I look at Pokemon. So, right, last time was Gens 5 and 6. 5 was a game I have not played a lot of, either 5. But that was the first time I sort of was in kind of the zeitgeist of it, paying attention to it to some extent. 4, I feel like, is the first time I kind of acknowledged, like, the commercials for the games and all that. I obviously knew it was a thing before then, but feel like I paid attention to it, at Gen 4. Gen 5, I was like, nah, looks like a cool game. Didn't get it. And then Gen 6, I did buy on release. Because I had recently played the previous ones since Gen 4. But yeah, Gen 7 is, I think, probably my favorite, even though I haven't beaten Pokemon Moon. That was every fault of my own. I just kind of dropped off of it for silly reasons. I could have just beaten the game. I did all the island challenges, but I just didn't have the follow through for the very end. And then stupidly down the line, I started a new game and got nowhere near as far as that in my replay because I'm a fool. But nonetheless, 7, I definitely really like the story of, even if I didn't get through all of it, I got through the important bits. And I do like a lot of the Pokemon there as well. Also, Gen 6 is the one where first time I played it was early college, wasn't trans. Played it again down the line and did actually complete it, was trans. So that was kind of a nice experience for me. But 7 was the one where I was fully able to look at the trailers and be like, oh, heck yeah, customization. I'm really into that. Which, coincidentally is also the reason I didn't get super into 9, because they were like, yeah, there's basically no customization. I was like, well, clearly, that's a 0 out of 10 game that I'll never get to. Uh, I'm exaggerating a little bit, but to be fair, I was kind of saddened by how limited it is. Even after they kind of improved things, it's still a little lackluster. But anyway, that's Gen 9. This is Gen 7. In which I'm going to have to, I think, strategize around Pokemon. Like, I don't know if it's in the best spirit of the ultimate Pokemon picker to kind of be like, well, Fennekin isn't necessarily my favorite starter, but if I put you there, that means I don't have to choose a fire like that, and I can choose a different fire starter, and then you can be the water pick for that generation. Maybe that's not exactly in the spirit of it. Maybe I should let there be a little bit of overlap and just say what my actual favorite is. However, by doing it this way, I do have more Pokemon represented, and I think that's more important. And, even if I do like Greninja as the, final line of Froakie. Froakie is the initial Pokemon there. Even if Froakie probably is my favorite, I do like Fennekin. Fennekin's pretty good. Same here. I probably prefer Oshawott, but Snivy's still pretty good. I don't dislike Snivy. But yeah, all that is to say, am I going to try to meta my way through this and try to figure out, like, okay, do I want you here, or do I want you in flying type? I think I want Toucan in normal type. Admittedly, I do like Gumshoos. I do like that we just have the mongoose that becomes a detective for some reason. However, this is an incredibly angry toucan. And how can you say no to the incredibly angry toucan? I don't think it's possible. I think you simply have to go with the very angry toucan and then try to figure this out. Okay, so, oh, Dance Bird's here. Oricorio. I think Oricorio is probably going to be my flying choice because there were four different dance birds, and at the time, I didn't really use them in Moon, but eventually, when I do get around to actually finishing it, I do kind of want to see if I can make use of Dance Bird. It's just a bird that changes what kind of dance it does and what element it is based on the moves you use, or something like that. I'm pretty sure it's based on the moves you use. Uh, I want to go with Salazzle. This whole line is pretty good. Litten through Incineroar, very good. What do we have for poison anyway? Actually, I could probably put Salazzle here. I mean, Nihilego is probably my favorite of the specialty Pokemon in this game, but I think that can go in whatever category that's in, special forms or well, it's probably not going to be in Legend. Whatever, it's a neat Pokemon, but I think I'm going to go with Salazzle there. Also, yeah, Alolan Marowak's also pretty good. In fairness, I cannot discount Alolan Marowak, but I think I'm gonna go with. I want to go with Litten, but you know what? Incineroar. I feel like Incineroar is very iconic for being, bipedal, much to many people's dismay. But at the same time, everybody did think it would be back to firefighting, but Incineroar is a heal, so it's actually Fire Dark. Alright, well, I mean, clearly, actually, I do kind of like, what are you called again? Wishy-Washy, and then... Okay, just schooling Wishy-Washy. I do like that idea of a very wimpy fish, but then there's a school of it, and it's suddenly this fish that's going to end your entire existence. Also, what are you called again? Yeah, I don't feel like I dislike any of these. I think they're all very good. Goliath uh, did beat my face in, I will say that. Very, very good. You have to be part bug type. I can't be misremembering that, but obviously Primarina is gonna be here somewhere. Because, I mean, water fairy type mermaid. I think this might actually be one of my favorite starters in general. Which I'm guessing starter has to be down here somewhere, right? Okay, actually, you know, that makes sense because starter is a category here, so this is going to be the favored starter overall. So, you know what, actually, technically not the starter, but the final form of it. Primarina's got to go here. I dig Primarina. That might be my just number one starter ever. So let's see. In that case, yeah. Again, props to Goliath for being an actual pain to deal with. I think I'm gonna go with Wishy-Washy standard form. Knowing that there are hundreds more Wishy-Washy in the back of the room waiting to swarm and beat my whole face in. Just a school of fish who comes in and says, "We are going to kill you." Alright, Grass. I will give you this, Decidueye. You do look pretty cool. And also, Rowlet is very good. Rowlet's also... This game had such good starters. Sun Moon rules. Because, like, all the starters are pretty great in their own way. They're all very unique and very cool. Anyway, don't ask what I put in grass. No, nobody knows. It's impossible to tell. Anyway, Dance Bird's also here. Again, I have to give props to Alolan Raichu, who I don't think I got party wiped by entirely, but it was How in that game, right? He was your kind of main rival. Sun Moon had a few rivals, but I believe How was that game. And a lot of people dislike kind of the friendlier rivals. I don't mind them so much. How is very good. And yeah, to complete the thought, Alolan Raichu was the death of me. Again, I don't think I got completely party wiped, but I very nearly lost to an Alolan Raichu. That thing was vicious. Was your whole thing that you had levitate? Hold on a sec, I gotta double check that actually. Let's see. Raichu. I'm pretty sure that has to be it, right? Alolan Raichu is Electric Psychic. Surge Surfer. What does that do? No, okay, so it didn't have... Maybe I just wasn't using, a ground type in that particular run. Because, yeah, it doesn't have anything that would make it resistant to, ground type. But it is only weak to ground type, because, electric type. But yeah, anyway. I guess I just must not have had any ground type moves on me, because that thing was vicious. But I am gonna give my pick to Vikavolt, the, Gradius bug. What if you had a bug that was just a shmup ship? I think that'd be pretty good. That's why I chose this. Alright, not a lot in this category, and, Alolan Ninetales is also pretty cool, but, I do like Vulpix, design-wise, and I also like Alolan Vulpix. Again, Ninetales is very good design-wise too, but Vulpix is very pretty. Good Pokemon, I like it. Let's see, what are you again? Marshadow. I don't remember you. I'm probably gonna go with Beware, the terrifying panda Pokemon. Are you also dark type as well? Were you also fighting type? Oh yeah, you are fighting type because you're there. What else were you that? I thought you were dual type. Well, maybe we'll run into Beware a second time. It's not fighting normal, is it? No, it is fighting normal. Okay, that... For some reason, I just did not pick up on you being there when I first looked through this. Fighting normal is such an interesting typing. But yeah, no, gigantic Pokemon that does just wear this expression at all times. I definitely dug it. Uh, once again, I didn't choose anything. Look, shut up. You can't judge me based on my Pokemon choices. You can say nothing about them. Absolutely nothing. Alright, oh yeah, so these are the forms of Zygarde I know more. Mostly this one. I do remember Zygarde, Dog Zygarde the most. I do have to give props to Alolan Jug Trio, the one with the sweet hair. Yeah, they're just a 80s hair band. But it's gotta go to Palisand. I do really appreciate the possessed sandcastle. Pretty solid Pokemon design overall. I like that one. Also, I'm almost positive I know what I'm going to put into the ghost type whenever we get to it over here. Uh, let's see. Oh! You lose your... Yeah, no, you lose your grass type, huh? Hold up a sec. What is Rowlet then? Are you grass dark? Is that it? Decidueye... no, Decidueye is grass ghost. Huh. Oh, that's... right, yeah, no, grass ghost makes sense. For some reason, I thought I was looking at the wrong thing. I got my wires crossed. Yeah, no, this is the flying category. Which means I have to choose my favorite dance bird, I think, because I already got Toucanon, and, I mean, Rowlet is a very good boy, though. What a polite little lad. Also, I don't remember which one you are, Celesteela. Alright, Oricorio Sensu. I think Sensu is my favorite, dance form for this one. Yeah, Oricorio, I think, is gonna go here. Dance Bird is just a real good design, and I like its gimmick, and again, gonna have to go with it next time I play the game. Gonna have to figure out how that one's supposed to be played. Alright, Psychic type, well, I mean... Cosmog's very good. What's under Legend that I might want to choose? I think I have to put Lunala here. For the same reason as I'm putting Primarina here. Again, I don't mind meta-ing it a little bit, but I think if we're gonna choose favorite legend, Lunala's gotta be here. So we'll choose somebody else here for Psychic type, which, I guess I could choose Cosmog. Yeah, why not? Nebby goes here. Alright, so let's see. Bug type. I mean... Did already choose Vikavolt. And in fairness, Ribombee is a pretty cute design. Although, what else is there in Fairy type? Oh, Mimikyu? Right, yeah, Mimikyu is Fairy type. What am I gonna put in Ghost, then, if I do that? Well, I guess I could always do... Joy here. We'll do Mimikyu here, because Mimikyu's great. And then, yeah, I guess, Remobee can be here. Alright, let's see. This is Rock type. Nihilego's rock type? I did not remember that at all. You do not look like a rock type. Alright, I did use a Rockruff in my playthrough. I think I must have gotten Midnight form. I think that's the Lycanroc I got. It also makes sense, because I did play Moon, I think. Given the name, it's based on what time you evolve it? Or something like that. But I do like the base form the most. Just a cute dog. Cute little dog. Alright, ooh, Dragon type. This is actually really tough, because there's a bunch of good ones. There's Guzzlord, whose voice is screaming. It's just a man screaming in the anime. That's his voice. I don't really know enough about you to want to go with you. But also, is that just like... Is there some iconic turtle pose? Because I feel like I've seen that from multiple turtle characters. Just the kind of almost Akuma-like standing with their back to you. Let's see. I didn't use Jangma O a lot. You do have a decent final form, but I think I'm gonna go with Drampa, the old man grandpa dragon. If he finds out somebody's been bullying you, he will kill them on your account. Alright, Well, I was about to say maybe Incineroar can go here and I could choose a different fire type, but I do kind of like Alolan Meowth. I don't like Alolan Grimer. Alolan Muck is fine. I don't like that your lips are yellow. I don't like that. It's gross. But yeah, Alolan Meowth or Alolan Persian. I think I'm gonna go Alolan Persian here. There's just something very funny about Alolan Persian's face as compared to regular Persian's face, where it's just, it looks like that. It's not like a realistic cat or anything, but there's just something very cartoonish about Alolan Persian. Alright, let's see. Steel type. Alright. Edge of Togedemaru. Oh, wait. You're Steel type? Alolan Sandslash is Ice. I thought it was just Ice. Or maybe Ice Ground, but I guess I haven't used them too much, but I did go with Sandslash for ground up there. Not to say I dislike Soul Galio, but I think I'm gonna go with Alolan Sandslash. Alright, so we've gotten all of these guys here. Gimmick form. Oh god, why are you tall? Why do you look like that? I guess that's not the weirdest looking thing, but I was just taken aback. Alright, Yeah, I've already gone with you, I've already gone with you, I've already gone with you. I'd actually go with Alolan Marowak. They're pretty solid. Alright, so favorite overall. Oh, this is actually incredibly tough. Sun Moon has such a good lineup. There's a lot of good Pokemon in that game. Again, I know I didn't quite finish it, but it's just real good. Still my favorite. Alright, I mean, I guess I'm gonna go with Primarina, honestly. Yeah, killer lineup here. No disrespect to anyone involved, because you're all very good. But I just like Primarina a lot. Just very good starter. Very good first Pokemon to come after I came out, honestly. And hey, it is Pride Month. So hey, it's very fitting that I went with Primarina. Alright, so let's see, Gen 8. I don't know if I have anything in particular to say about Gen 8. I enjoy it more than most people, but I still like Sun Moon a little more. But, yeah, this is pretty good. Like, let's look at normal type. Well, I mean, obviously, Wooloo's an easy choice. I guess we should look at all of them, because it's not like any of these are bad choices or anything. We've got Long Meowth. We've got Eevee with a lot of neck fluff. We've got Snorlax, who is becoming the world. Just a whole society will develop on top of a Snorlax. You've heard of turtles carrying the worlds on their back? Well, actually, the Pokemon world is on top of a giant Snorlax, as it turns out. But yeah, no, it's Wooloo. Sheep Pokemon obviously means it's going to be in my good graces. I mean, come on. But Wooloo's also very adorable. They put their first foot forward with Wooloo when they were kind of building up this game, and it makes sense because Wooloo's adorable. Very, very good sheep. I got a little Wooloo pillow back in Magfest 2020 before, the incident. And I still have her to this day. Alright, so, fire type. Hisuian Typhlosion has had so much weed. Also, technically I did play this game. I didn't finish it, but I did play this one, so I guess I could include Hisuian Pokemon, but admittedly, I don't actually like Hisuian Growlithe that much. I just prefer regular Growlithe, admittedly. Which means I guess it's gotta be you. It's gotta be good old Keith. Score Bunny is definitely Well, actually, well, to be fair, if I go to favorite starter, Grookey's okay, Sobble's okay, but I think Score Bunny wins this one easy, so in that case, to be fair, I did dabble in your Carcoal Colossal, Gmax Colossal. I dabbled in the Living Minecart. I guess I'll put you there. Uh, I this is one where I'm kind of pressed for. Do I have any favorites? But some of them do look very fun. Like Gmax Dreadnought is just retreating into himself, which makes sense. He's a turtle. I did actually use the Choodle line in my own playthrough, but I think if I have to be honest with myself, my choice is absolutely Cramorant with a Pikachu shoved down its throat. Just the goofiest looking guy. Although, in fairness, shout out to the fossil Pokemon of this game, in which you cannot possibly make what they're supposed to look like, which is a riff on museums putting skeletons together incorrectly. So when you revive these fossil Pokemon, they are all terrified of their own existence and just look wrong. And that is very fun as a concept. I appreciate that one. However, this bird is choking to death as you command him in battle, so I gotta go with that guy. It's very funny. And also very funny that they put Pikachu in a predicament. They don't normally do that. Let's see. You're a Gmax Venusaur, yeah, you've got plenty of shade. Good for you. I do kind of dig the Apple Dragon jeans and the boots with the fur. Gonna say Appleton is what I'm going with. I think that's. Oh wait, no, you're Gmax. No, I guess that's a 3 stage and near the end of it. I thought it was one where it was two different end stages, but no, you're just the Gmax version. I'm misremembering. But yeah, Apple Dragon is very fun as a concept. Oh, it's gotta be you. It's Yamper. It's easily Yamper. Who else would it be but Yamper? What are you called again? Bolton? Yeah, Bolton's also very good. Oh, does Branch? Okay, so I guess it must be Year the secondary stage. But I'm pretty sure Appleton is the version I wound up with. If I'm remembering correctly. I guess in fairness, I didn't really use it actively, but yeah, I'm pretty sure I got the apple pie. Anyway, though, yeah, Toxel's a fun Pokemon, but not really one I ever used. He's just kind of a greasy teenager at the end. Low key and regular toxicity. Alright, ice type. I guess you. I guess it's Frostmoth. As always, I don't trust the Mr. Mime line. I guess it's nice that they gave Mr. Mime some kind of evolution, but I don't trust you at all. Oh. Ice Cube and Noise Ice Cube. I don't think he is Noise. I think he's having a bad time. He looks sad. Also, this is probably my favorite of the fossil Pokemon. I do kind of like you. Also, what are you? Glastrier, huh? Calyrex Ice Rider. I don't remember this one at all, but yeah, it's Frostmoth. All right. All right, this is fighting type. We do have what if Farfetch'd was a different kind of wandering knight. This is the Farfetch that wanders into your DMs. It asks you if anybody's bothering you, Queen. Um, Phalanx is pretty good. think I'm gonna go with Phalanx. That's a neat one. Alright, poison. Oof. I'm absolutely not going for the the British gentleman business owner wheezing. The wheezing that's just going to kill the environment for his own monetary gain. I'm gonna go with a Tornadus. I did kind of need you to kind of cheese the final boss. I probably should have, been better. Oh, do they? I guess fair enough, but also they don't look like it. At the very least, I'm assuming that since they are British tycoons, they've probably said some unfortunate things they refuse to take back. Also, Galarian Slowking, who's evil now. Oh, that's why. Okay, I never did get to Sneasel and Arceus, I think. Don't think I ever got that far because I don't remember Poison Sneasel. But yeah, I guess I'm fine with just a bit of casual apocalypse happening, so I'll go with the Tornadus. I'm kind of mad on the poison ones this time around. I'm not feeling any of them too much, but the Tornadus did kind of help me cheese the final boss. I probably should have done it properly, but I decided, no, I'm just gonna be cheap. I'm gonna win football by ushering in the apocalypse, but not like the event, just the guy who would have caused it. Alright. I think this is another crime of the British Museum over here. What are you? Ursa Luna, huh? Galarian Stunfisk. Yeah, I'm also kind of so-so on these as well. I guess I'll go with Galarian Yamask. Yeah, Poison and Ground I haven't been feeling. What about Flying type? There we go. Oh yeah, of course. I know a bunch of these. Some of these. Well, I mean, I do have the Corviknight's natural enemy on here, uh, down here, but I think I am gonna go Corviknight. And it's just a solid overall Pokemon design. I used one. I enjoyed it well enough. Oh gee, okay. I think there's only one here that I particularly used. Orbeetle? Yeah, Orbeetle's not bad. I never used one, but decent design. Kind of in line with, Vikavolt over here, since it does turn into a UFO. Yeah, I don't think any Pokemon has ever had, like, a completely terrible roster. But I definitely think that Gen 4 is the weakest to me overall. There were definitely still some there I liked, but yeah, I've been... Out of all of them, I think I got excited about the least number of Gen 4 Pokemon. Anyway, Hattern's here, and Hattern's great. If you're happy whatsoever around her, she will kill you. Honestly, if you're mad around her, she'll also kill you. If you experience emotion, she will shank you, and she can, because she's got a hand attached to her hat. Alright, I forgot that's what your first form looked like. Honestly, I kind of like Blipbug. Again, good line overall, but this one's kind of cute. Again, didn't use it, but I can jive with that one. Let's see, I didn't use Dreadnought before, right? Yeah, I had the bird. Oh yeah, Cleavor. I don't think I've ever used Cleavor. I'm gonna go with Dreadnought. I did use a Dreadnought, like I said, so I kind of want to be represented somewhere. I don't know if it's one of my favorite Pokemon ever, but it's pretty solid. I didn't mind it too much. It got me through. Oh, well, let me finish the thought here first. It got me through some stuff. I appreciate it. Anyway, hi, yes, look, Dragapult's very fun. It's also a dragon, so it can go in a different category. Obviously, Sinistea is gonna be my choice here. As a person who likes tea, uh, I gotta go with Sinistea. The Pokemon which I did not shiny hunt, but I did hunt for one with like the legitimate mark on it. I had to have a real one. Because there are some fake Sinestees that they possess teacups that were just like knockoffs of the real thing, but I had to go for the real one. But I do like Sinistee more than Poltegeist. Both are very good name puns, but I kind of just like the teacup design a little more. Anyway, I already have Appleton on here, so clearly I've got to have Dragapult, the dragon that shoots tinier dragons at you. It's very funny. Uh, yeah, Thievel. Pretty sure I named mine Lupon, and I gave it Beat Up, which is a move I have not used a lot of overall, but it is the move where you just get all of your healthy Pokemon to just jump whoever you're fighting, which is very funny as a concept. It's been around longer than I thought. I kind of assumed it was a move made for this generation, but I think it got introduced like Gen 4, didn't it? It's a pretty early one. But not a move I've run into very often. But yeah, no, Arsene Lupin Fox, I'm gonna go with that one. I like that one. Uh here's the blacksmith Meowth. Which yeah, let's go for another Meowth on here. He's just a fuzzy little gremlin. It's very fun. Ooh, Fairy type. Oh wait, no, Fairy type's not difficult. Alchemy was in this game. Yeah, I almost missed the fact that Alchemy was here. I was gonna be like, well, I already put Hatchern on here, so this is gonna be a tough choice. No, it's not. Alchemy's in this game. I have not seen it in any other game. It has to be this one, the one where I did play and use an Alchemy. No, I don't want to go with Grimmsnarl. I don't want to go with this man. Sorry, this is the regular man. He just becomes more regular man when he's giant. Which, kind of back and forth on the Gigantamask, like, unique Pokemon. I will say I like Gigantamaxing over Mega Pokemon, because, like, the Mega Pokemon have some of them are over-designed problem I mentioned for X and Y. Sometimes I like those designs, sometimes I don't, but the main issue with Mega Evolutions is just, like, it's gonna play to the favorites, so if you have a weird niche Pokemon, it might get a Mega Evolution, but it also may not. Z-moves and Gigantamaxing just meant that, like, all Pokemon could have some kind of power-up to a certain extent, and they could still give, like, the popular Pokemon, or just, like, some weird choices, weird but interesting choices, like their own unique thing. Like Gigantamax Grimmsnarl, who's just a man, but very big. But, like, any Pokemon can become a kaiju. You can get big Pokemon no matter what. It's just sometimes they go, yeah, Pikachu's popular, give him his own unique design. Eevee's popular, give him his own unique design. Okay, I got a lot of choices here. Got a lot of choices. Alright, just gotta take it all in. Galarian Zapdos. Okay. I don't remember ever running into the Galarian versions of these. Were they the last DLC, or did I just not explore enough in the base game, the first DLC? Alright, well, I'm gonna say probably Ponyta, which is another fairy type, right? Okay, Galarian Rapidash is. Yeah, there's a reason that I chose favorite type to be fairy type. Were I to go mono type, it probably would be fairy type. Just I think it has the most Pokemon with variety that I'm excited for. There's a lot of good dual types. All right, let's see. Legend. Uh, Zacian Crowned. Forgot that's what you're called. Behemoth Blade Zacian. Also, what? Wait, nope, nope, not. I didn't say that one. I just accidentally right clicked. Regieleki, huh? Reggie Drago. Here's a horse that writes poetry. Alright, yeah, I think in terms of legendary, I'll go for the box art that I had. Played Pokemon Sword. It's a decent looking Pokemon. I do like it more than what's your name again? Zamazenta? Yeah, I like it more than Zamazenta. I don't think the shield design's horrible, but Dog with Sword and Mouth is a classic. Alright, this is another one where there's a lot of good types here. A lot of good Pokemon representation. And it would be pretty difficult, but I think it's gonna be Wooloo. It's gotta be Wooloo, right? Come on. Gotta go with my sheep that I did eventually give Defense Curl rollout to. The utterly disgusting combination. It is very fun to use, I will say, but it is a little disgusting. Fun, but disgusting. Alright, so yeah, oh yeah, those controllers are probably charged enough, so it's gonna be a short Xenoblade tonight, but hey, we are through the main listing of Pokemon this time around. So next time, I guess we go through the bottom first. We'll go through this stuff, and then I'll go for favorites. And then, again, this will probably take longer than you would think. Paring it down to 6 Pokemon's difficult. Like, I can't even do that when I play a Pokemon game. I always have a little bit of excess on my teams. I've got like 8 Pokemon. I can't whittle it down to 6. I've got to have at least some bench warmers that I nonetheless consider my main team. So yeah, that'll probably take a hot minute. So yeah, Saturday we'll do more of this. So I guess if in terms of VODs, this will be up after the one on Thursday, so we'll get 2 up that day, and then either the last or second to last will be streamed Saturday. But yeah, I'm gonna stop this and then get to Xenoblade ASAP, because it is almost 8 o'clock. I am gonna have time for like one mission. Alright, so BRB.